No, it's here. Awesome. I think. All right, cool. It's here now. That's good. That's good. Restream. Are you good? Yeah, you're good. Man. Now, what should I listen to? Well, of course, video game music. This might be a. I don't know, man. I'm gonna click on a on a on a on a mix, and then YouTube's gonna be like, "Dude, you can't. This is illegal. You can't put this music on here." And I'm gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" Video game music, it is. Let me pause this for locking in. I'm already 30 minutes late. Okay, with the restream, we have that going on. I feel like I should probably change the the thumbnail. But what with the thumbnail? Well, actually, no. Oh, let's change it to this. There we go. I think I'll pop this out. Pop out the chat. And show this chat as well on my end. So I can be locked in with minimal distractions. Except for the chat, which is the only distraction that I will accept. Oh yeah, I forgot to give an ear to her. Someone's in the chat giving hearts. Thank you. Thank you for hearting the stream. I do not know what language that is. But thank you for joining the stream. Oh shoot, wrong layer. I'll merge it. I know this is a really wonky time zone to start streaming. But it works for me. It keeps me focused throughout the day. Waking up to work on this, something that I really like. Okay, I think I did a pretty good thing with this. Ah. Okay, this is so far so good. I'm gonna need to redo this. Take all those layers off and restart with this. Not bad, honestly. Oh, wait. Now I remember. I don't use my monitor to prop up my thing. I forgot. Put this a little bit back. Step back, as move back as possible. There we go. That helps. Helps out a little bit. Actually, I'll just get rid of all of this and redraw it. Just be destructive. No use tiptoeing when you can just be destructive. It's probably like the simplest way to do it anyway. Alright. Alright, let's go. Okay. Actually, I'll turn on the music when I start noticing people talking in the chat. In the meantime, I'll just listen to like cut down on my history, my YouTube watch history. Wait a second. Okay. Just checking if everything's fine. Okay, everything's cool. Everything is primo. Testing. Okay, cool. Everything's fine. Let me go back to whatever I was doing. There we go. Wait, what happened to the? Oh, there you go. Okay, let's get back to work. Okay. Hmm. One, two, three, four. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, looking good. Okay. Okay, this looks like a dead layer. Okay. Okay. Check this out. Hey, it's in the chat. What's going on? Yep, yep. Hold on, let me. It's time to put on some background music. I thought you were muted. No, nah. I was just listening to podcasts in silence while I work on this. Sometimes it feels like I don't have enough time to work on stuff like this. So I guess putting it making it the first thing I do in the day makes it worth it. Makes my day. It really makes me happier. You know, I notice that just makes me happier now. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Happy. Yep. Oh yeah, and I've been hearing that YouTube is the algorithm's going through a major change. Like subscribers doesn't seems like subscribers don't matter anymore. In a weird twist of fate, it seems like subscribers actually hurt your channel. That might be my cue to like start a new channel or something. Yeah, but I'm too tired. Oh, got that down. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Oh wait. Let me change. That's the good. That's my gaming controller. This is my work controller. This is the controller I use to play games, and this is the controller I use to work. This one is like a really cheap one. I think I got it for like $10. It doesn't feel comfortable enough to game on. Excuse me. So how are you doing, F, in the chat? How you doing, F? Okay, let's see. Working on a transcription. Pretty boring stuff. Like court stuff. Just transcribing what people say. Music transfer. Okay, music transcription, piano. Okay. What am I doing? I keep forgetting. Okay, I remember. I'm trying to find the. I'm looking at the wrong place. It was the blur. Gaussian blur. I'm trying to give them a drop shadow. It's just a hint. Scale it. So let's see. Sure is a lot going on. Hmm. I'm thinking right now. It might look better with a white background than like a with a black one. Hey there, Ellen. What's going on? Question for you. Question for you. Which looks better? Oh, let's see. White background or black background? Let's see. White background or black or darker background? I know what you think, F, in the chat. I'm putting the new guy on the spot right now. It's called a second opinion. I might do a poll. I might do a poll. Okay, so white. Okay, this is black. This is white. Low key, I'm leaning towards white because it's giving me like a like Metal Gear vibes. You know what? Let's go with the ultimate. What you'd be able to see. So like, imagine if you were in a convention, right? And you're just walking down the list of different whatchamacallit, the list of different comics that are available. Hmm. Hmm. White or black? White or black? What do you think C cuts? C guts, I mean. Well, in a sense, I can tell why you want white because Lucifer, the character up here, he's the biggest object on screen, and he's pretty much illuminated. He's the most illuminated character on the in this composition. Actually, why not both? That gives me an idea. I do something like this. It's foreground and background. The shadowy one is cool. What do you mean the shadowy one? I wish there was a way to expand. You crank the gradient before more. This needs a. I think this needs a filter. Let me see if I can get a filter. I can steal a filter on the internet. And that filter can arbitrarily add some saturation. Let's see what happens if I use like this grunge filter. Hey, Rakan. Let's see what happens if I use this. Hey, Mooney. Welcome to the chat. Oh, shoot. I don't mean to do that. Ah! Okay. Alright. Let me just stretch this out. Da-da-da-da-da. This is edit, transform, free transform. Clip Studio needs better transformation. Gross. I hate. This is the first time I've seen your face, bro. Yeah. Hi. Let's see. Like, this is like adding a filter gonna make it look a little bit more cohesive, you know what I mean? It adds texture, it adds a grunge. And it makes people look at it and they're like, yo, this is kind of tight. I want to see if I can find like a color filter. Good job, man. Thank you. It seems like It's been so long since I've seen you live. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been live consistently. I say consistently, but this is like my second time in a row going live. I had to stop because I wanted to figure out what I really wanted to do. Just in general. Because a lot of the YouTube stuff wasn't really working out as well. A lot of the things that I was doing wasn't working out as well as I wanted it to. I wanted it to, right? But I realized if I'm not working on something, I'm just not gonna feel good. I'm just not gonna feel good. You know what I mean? So now I'm here. I don't know if you remember me, but you're better now, friend. It's hard for me to remember what you really, really want. Yeah, in terms of Spice Girls. I want to add like a color filter. Because I think right now, this kind of showcases how how like monochromatic Purgatory Academy really is. Because there's no real like color scheme to it all. what I missed. It's okay, but I really love your art. Thank you. Thank you so much. Darken. Let's go down the list. Let's go down the list of filter shopping. Oh, that's pretty nice. This is pretty nice. It adds a lot of color to it. It adds grime and color. I like that. I really need to go. Excuse me. Goodbye. All right, Rakan. Thanks for stopping by. A little bit too dark. No. Washed out. No. Washed. I really thought overlay would come and save the day, but that's not true. That's not happening. A lot of these choices just kind of wash out the color. That's like an unfortunate thing. I keep forgetting that you guys can't see the full picture. So far, dark multiply just seems like a better thing, but it makes it too dark. I wonder. Let me add a tone curve. I'm busy because I have a lot of assignments. By the way, I like the shading. Thank you. Okay, this kind of washes it all out. Oh, that's cool. That's more like it. That's more like it. Ooh. Oh, ooh. Okay. Like, Lucifer kind of looks too saturated right here, and that's why I kind of don't like. See if I can make him a little bit. I like how it accentuates the light and the dark, you know? I don't want the light to be, like, blindingly bright. I like the darks being darker. I like the contrast. Okay, I think the darks are looking good enough. This is coming along very well. The lighting is good in my opinion. Alright. Let's go. This is looking good. Bro really enjoyed the results. Yeah. Okay. This is okay. I'm glad I have this too. This thing right here. Because it adds like it kind of well This kind of breaks the color palette a little bit. Because I want the color palette to be this thing right here. Purple, blues, and then one green. Purples and blues and greens. Like, this isn't as purple as I thought it was. Well, this is pretty purple. Like, I tried following that kind of color formula. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it does look a little bit washed out. So that's the color, a nice color combination. Yeah. Like, these are the colors that I chose to use for this this composition, for this piece. And I feel like it was more of these colors were more of a jumping off point than a hard thing. And also, some of these colors are more saturated. I did not expect some of these to be like as saturated as expected, but saturation is nice. A little bit of saturation is nice. You want to continue it? I'm kind of debating if I should add the red up here. You know what I mean? It just turns from like dark purple to like a little bit of an orange. It adds like orange to it. And like that's a cool thing to have for like to be eye-popping. Cuz like I want this to like stop people and be like, "Yo, this is pretty nice." This is different. So instead of moving it from the top, move it to the bottom. This is really nice. Thank you. Yeah. He's confused. I'm trying to think. I'm not really thinking about this as like human psychology. I'm thinking about this as like what I am not thinking about this as like art. I'm thinking about this as like psychology, right? Like I'm like, what will the eye look at most? You know what I mean? Because I think the eye will look at contrast and ooh. But I like this, having the light on the bottom where the students are. Well, like the warm colors at the bottom where the students are. Because I think it does something cool, like, thematically. Because Purgatory Academy, it is kind of like the students versus the faculty. And, like, the faculty being, like, cold, and the students having, like, a little bit of warmth on their side. That's another flavor to it That's real. Ah, I think I'm stuck on this one. Like without it, it's cool, it's nice, but with this, I'm like, hmm. That's pretty cool. You know what I mean? I think having like, yeah, bro. I still remember your live back then. You didn't sound very enthusiastic back then. Yeah, it kind of be like that. Like sometimes you have your ups and sometimes you have your downs. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with this. Yeah, it's like very hard to be like constantly enthusiastic. So are you done? I think I am. I'd say I'm done. It's like, yeah, it's really difficult to be optimistic all the time when you're trying so many things and a lot of things just don't work out, and then you just go on and then you just go live, just trying to push forward, especially when you go live and like usually people don't show up. Not usually, but like when it's silence, when you're like going live to like to nobody. And even when people do show up, right? It's like you're still trying to like figure out how to keep a business afloat. Like it's not really fun. Um it's purposeful. I do it because it feels like I'm fulfilling a purpose. By the way, this was a little what I don't know what you mean by that. What does a little what WTF mean? Right. Is this thing not centered? Ugh. Man, you can't even... It's hard to read. The pencils weren't too washed into the background. Huh? I'm still confused. You just add that and then you're done, or is there something else? I'm just slapping the title on here. Oh, the pencils are too washed into the background. Oh. Oh, you mean this? The pencil's right here. Uh, just realized that there is pencil. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this picture, and like it's not supposed to be seen. A lot of the stuff just isn't supposed to be seen. Like the light source is coming from Lucifer, like the natural light source coming from Lucifer. You have like these green, like the rim lighting's coming from like the green around them. Just the green accents around them. I wonder if I can do anything with this. Like, I don't think the problem is that the pencils are washed out. I just think it's just a noisy image. It's just a noisy image. Because if I took out the noise... a little bit of the same effect. But the noise has its purpose in the story, honestly. I think it does. Like, psychologically, I get it, though. Might give me a second. Maybe if I... Okay, so this is normal, right? Let's try if I do some different... Wellesley siding with the students while Lucy is playing games. Nah. I'm just checking. Oh, sorry. Just checking out the different layers, different things. None of them are looking really cool though. None of them are looking good though. Unfortunately. Like it looks washed out because it has a layer of white over it. Wait, is that Nintendo? It doesn't people get copyrighted? Well, let's check the live stream. Well, I'm not really getting anything from it yet. Okay, Mooney, have a nice night. Have a nice bedtime. Yeah, I don't want the green to like overtake what's going on. Okay, what I am regretting right now is I didn't take into account like where the text would be. Like maybe if I move everything down. This way this text can be a little bit more legible. It's still very thin. Very amateuress. Contour could be more art. Yeah, and I'm gonna add a drop shadow. Merge image. Let me rasterize it. Where is the resolution? Camera size. Da, 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 da. Here we go. Like something like that. Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of like this. What about right? Yeah, I just wanted to show like Travis holding a pencil over here. It's slight. It's another Easter egg. Okay, let me see. Clap, clap, clap. Yeah. Okay, let me just ruler. Where's my ruler? View. I'm trying to see the. There we go. Center. I want to center it. Like this is a little bit unprofessional, but on the inside, it's gonna have this. I think after this, I'm going to design the back. What about a signature? Nah. I don't understand the point of that. Yeah. Not completely. I probably should have thought of the typography a little bit more. Thought out the typography or the placement of the text a little bit more. But you know what? It's good. It's fine. It's good enough. Actually. Curious. Like, what if I just shrunk everything down a little bit? Like, just shrinking everything down a little bit to accommodate, like, the text. To be honest, I like minimalist style on my stuff. It normally does work with almost every title, so I don't have to think too much. Yeah, this is very maximalist. It is very maximalist. Okay, I don't have to change too much. I'm afraid that'll make characters a little bit harder to see. Let me take off the grid. Hmm. I think this is fine. Just extend the shoulder. And probably redo the extend the shoulder right here. Redo the background. Drop shadow. Fix like the flies a little bit. And yeah, I think that should be it for this. Because what did it look like before? I'm going back and forth. What are your thoughts, F? The character smaller or original size is fine. Oh wait, I gotta get a better. Let you see. I have a better look at it. Hmm. Actually, I'll keep it like this. I'll keep it like this. I'm not. Yeah. I'll let it exist first. Okay. Let's see if I can make a back cover. Let's see if I can find some. I'm gonna look at like a couple of video game back covers and see if I can like copy that. Give me a sec. Just gonna go in these boxes real quick. Just grab a handful of games. Do you have like Lucifer and Beelzebub on separate layers? Because I think if you got a little separation on them, the margins would look better with not too much. No, I was pretty bad at this because like they're both on the same layers. Like everyone's on the same layer. Like separate them from the margins. Same layer of bonk, yeah. I mean, it's messy, so I can like always like change it. Like, do you want them to get to come like? You want them to wait? Want them to separate? Then it's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, if you want them to separate, then they're gonna get cut off. If anything, I probably should like shrink them down because they're getting like they were like a little bit too close to the margins. Well, yeah, I should like probably shrink them down. If anything. Okay, so I'm gonna be looking at covers like this, just like random game covers. I think it's like, pretty. Like you don't even have to look at it specifically. Okay, I think this looks cool. From like Deus Ex Human Revolution. I think this looks kind of cool. If I want like a central figure. Right? Take references. That's the way. Yeah, like this looks cool. Yeah, I think I really like this one, but if it but there's no like single figure. If there was a single figure that I want to be like to put on the back, it would have to be Lucifer. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I like this. Like, this is cool. I like the idea of it having, like, different... I'm gonna have, instead of, like, you know how they have, like, screenshots of, like, different parts of the game? I would do that for, like, different panels. I would have, like... I'd say, like, 4, right? Like, 4... Like, well, not 4 panels. Like, I would have... like, different things. Like, one panel would be of, like, the cover of book 1, and another panel would be, like, a cover of book 2. I wanna see something around, like, 6 panels. See, let's go something crazy. Like, 6 panels. I like how Skyrim does, like, their back covers. Because, like, 1 environmental shot, and then, like, 3, cutscene, like, 3 screenshots. So I'll put that as like something I can use. Actually, I could probably use this. That's something I might use. Well, that's something I might use. Okay, Sonic Generations. I could probably use this because it has like the two separate styles. Look, Final Fantasy Tactics panel. Look, Final Fantasy Tactics panel for the PSP. Okay. I wonder if anybody's here on the restream. Okay. Nope. I I really mess with the Modern Warfare the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 back cover. That's pretty cool. Now give me a sec. Like, give me a second. Okay, cool. Everything's fine. The War of the Lines. Let me clear all of this since this is the back cover. I want to clear all of this except for the color palette. Because I need the color palette to be consistent between the front and the back. That means I might as well keep this then. Keep the whatchamacallit. Yeah, I'm keeping this. This can go. Right? Yeah, this is what you're talking about. Like, I don't need to read it. I see. I do like the characters lined up over here. So, like, if I was like strictly copying off of this, right? Like for this texture, it would be the fly texture. I would have my text here. I'd probably do like a split panel like over here, and like this would be like experience book 1 and 2 Purgatory Academy. I would have the author's notes like right here, and then like the thumbnails over here, and that would have like probably like Travis, Susan, Jim, Beelzebub over here. Very, very very minimalist. A weird whatchamacallit, a weird take from like separating from the maximalist design of of like the cover, you know. It's very interesting. A weird contrast, I would say. I like the Project Gotham Racing, but nah, I can't really go with. I'm not going with that one. I do like Black Ops 2. Okay, so Civilization Human Revolution. Nah, not doing that. Okay, so right now I think I got enough. That's a different panel though. would have didn't have the Final Fantasy cover though. I didn't have the Final Fantasy cover. The Way of the wait. Way of the Lions. Mine was black. I can only see the white cover though. Oh, you mean like this? This is what you're talking about? Copy image. Bam. You're talking about something like this? Yeah, that one. Okay, copy image. Hmm. Hmm. You really like that one. Okay. I'm not feeling this one. I just don't see the immediate vision. I think I might go with the copy the Sonic Generations one right here. Because because it emphasizes both of the both of the play styles, and I wanted to experience are you the patron here? You are the patron here. Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea of the whole idea of a duality. Patron boss, right. Yeah, I like that whole idea of the duality right here. Like either play classic Sonic or modern Sonic. You can read through book 1 or book 2. And then I can add all the bonus stuff down here. Like art down here it'd be like art, author's notes, and whatchamacallit, thumbnails. Sonic, yeah. It all goes back to Sonic. It all goes back to Sonic. It all returns to Sonic. So let's try to let's block everything out, right? So this would be like the header, right? Just straight ripping from Sonic Generations. Since I'm not having all this legalese in the back, I'm basically going to stretch. Since I'm not gonna have all this small text down here, because I don't really need it. And it's going to expand this, right? And probably add my own fake ESRB. Okay, so I would have 2 right here. Then a blurb right there. I'm just thumbnailing. Uh, the whatchamacallit. The back. Like one character would be right here, another character would be right here. Just have like different panels from them, and then down here is like 3. So, and be like, oh wow, maybe I can extend it right here. Okay, I'm looking at how they did it right here. Okay, I see that they have like the zigzag motifs. And the zigzag motif is for like just separation. I can do the exact same thing but with the flies. Just using the flies. But the problem with the flies is that it's noise. It adds noise. So I can just do like a silhouette of the flies, right? Like add the like make it like a silhouette. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay. I think the most obvious thing I should do to put in the back would be like the covers of both books, right? But I don't think the covers of both books are that interesting. But I'll just have it as a placeholder for the time being. Wait, let's see. Okay, it bleeds. It bleeds. So if I like have something like this, right? And I go back. Yeah, let me make this a actually, I'm gonna make this a different color so I don't get confused. Da 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 da. I should make this thin. 5 is fine. Man, these gut. Oh, it's half. Let's make the gutters half. Let's make it 25. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I'm gonna put it a the covers of book 1 and 2 on there. Just at least just as a placeholder. So yeah, this would be like this. Ah, yeah, this probably was not a good idea. It's kind of weird, and it has like its own. It has its own problems. I don't like it, but they're gonna be placeholders. I'll just have make them placeholders for now. Hmm. See if I can. Let's see if I can add some stock. Just like I would have probably have like a small stock Travis over here. You know what? I can probably put something like every story is an argument. I'll have that as a start. Yeah, that's gonna be the start. And I'll move everybody up a little bit more. And man, this is not... I need bold text. Bolder text. I'll change that later, I suppose. Let's bring them here. Like what I like about this is that like you don't need to draw. You don't need to draw. It's all just like trying to find a way to put all these different characters in a aesthetically pleasing order. Okay, I'm just gonna make them tinier. I don't think there's a yeah. I just need to make them smaller. Hmm. I can probably work with that. Hmm. Let's try to add the background stuff. Systems. Beyond. Okay. Copy. No, I don't want this inside that. Whatchamacallit. I want this over. Yeah, Jim, you're gonna have to like move down here. What the heck? Yeah, get out of there. I'm not a great graphic designer, so I just steal everything. This one would be like all right, let's go. I'll reuse the back blurb. I'll probably reuse the back blurb. I'll probably write something new. Hmm. I don't want to draw another Lucifer. That's literally what I don't want to do. Well, I don't want to draw another character for this. Okay, let's see if I can. Where is it? Hmm. I'm thinking. I'm thinking so hard. Or maybe I'm not thinking hard enough. Alright, let's see. I want to create another panel. Where was it? There it is. No, wait, that's the talking balloon. Here we go. Create frame. I want these frames to be a little bit rounded. Is that too much? Oh, I can. Awesome. That's too round. Shoot. Let's make it 5. Wow, I probably shouldn't have made it round. Nah, I'll just make it. Yeah, I'll just make it a. Actually, dang, dang. Hmm. You know what? My brain is telling me to put the other two in there. Fly Guy and Lucifer. Ah, snap. It's Obby the bird. And Obby talked like 20 minutes ago and I didn't see it. Dang. That sucks. Sorry. Sorry I didn't give you attention, Obby. Womp. Dang. That blows. Oh well. Oh man. Right when I. Ah man. Right in the part where I think Obby would really like this stream. Or really hate it. Hmm. I think right here. Net and side. Mm-mm. Hmm. I can add a little bit more if I want to, but this is a good enough blurb. I feel like there needs to be like a better hook, but bleh. I'll make a better hook. I just wanted some fluff there. Because my brain was like, add something here. I'm like, fine, fine, I'll add something. Like, man, where would Lucifer fit in here? I'll change that. I'll change that. Sounds easy, right? Okay, I feel like that's good. Okay. There's a lot of sense of symmetry going on. I can't really. Uh, it's gonna be hard to try to replicate that. Huh. Well, maybe I can just add Lucifer up here. Because I don't know where else to put him. Let me just take this off and see how ugly this is. Nice Shibi, thank you. Okay, I feel like this increasing the font size of this one, of a top one, will just make it a little bit more balanced. Make it feel a little bit more balanced. Okay. Oh, you didn't. You don't see it. It's right. It's this right here. Hey, not bad. Not bad. see. All right. Okay, this is coming together. I'd say this is coming together. Okay, let's add some panels without the roundness. Let's try to make it like 9 or something. I'm thinking right now. Okay, I want to split it. Man, it'd be cool if there was like an automatic divider. So I can cut this into like equal threes. But I gotta go off of vibes. Jeez, okay. Okay. I feel like there should be like a background. I don't know if I drew a background well enough. I do a lot of textures, so I could probably implement that. Instead of an actual background, I can just have a texture. Because I hate backgrounds. Why did I make this book this size? That's so crazy. Okay, so I have... Wait, so I want to include the bonus stuff, and that bonus stuff would be... Hmm. I think this is a little bit better. Instead of doing, man, I want to like show off like what happens in the book in the trilogy over here, because like when I'm looking at the back cover, like all these different things, it's like showing off like what you do in the game, the features in the game. I kind of want to do something like that with oh shoot, with this. But then I'm like, I can also include like all the bonus features, and that's what when I show it to people, that's what they really like. When they like open up the book and flip through it, they are really enthralled about like what's on the back of the book more than the book itself. You know what I mean? Well, all like everything that kind of makes the book more than like the book itself. So I guess I'll just make that as like a. I'll try to emphasize that then. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, I'll use this as like a production sketch. Production sketches. I guess I can just like choose any thumbnail that I want. I wonder if there's like a really cool thumbnail that I like. If I would have to choose one. I have a lot to choose from though. I think they all look pretty good. I think I scanned all the thumbnails too. I think. Did I? If I didn't, I'd be sad. Okay, I did. And of course I did. Why wouldn't I? Okay, 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 okay. Hmm. Yeah. All this planning. What's with all this planning? You know what? I think I'll just take that one. I'll take that thumbnail. It's simple. I like it. I like how it looks. This one. Actually, this one. Okay, this one's nice. It's thumbnail sketches. And author's notes. I'll just add it. I'll just add it like here. Or this. This or this. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, that's what I noticed. Do not save. Do not save. I mean, I'll keep all this. I mean, I guess it could be the fly texture. The fly motif. I noticed. I noticed that, huh? Okay. Going that. Moving back. At the fly texture. But this is gonna be like complete white. They need to be smaller. Okay. 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 Actually. I'm just gonna do this. And like for the rest of it. Because like the Sonic Generations thing, it has like Green Hill Zone on the bottom. And I'm like, I don't really have a good environment to put in the back. So I will just do this, actually. Let me add a clipping layer. I'll just make this white for the time being. Make this a group. Copy the group. Flatten the image. Oh, wait, like flatten, merge the layers. Opacity black. I really just need. Oh, wait, yeah, I really just need this right here. Like the edges, because I just want to have a drop shadow. Just a drop shadow. Sonic Generations is such a wild choice to parody. You know what I mean? Okay, so yeah, that's literally what I want out of it. I also notice that border. The border has like a drop shadow. So I'm gonna try to imitate that as well. Everything has a drop shadow actually. I'm like, it might be easier to like do this in Photoshop. But hey, I'm here. Listen, this is for fun. Well, to get paid. Nobody really takes me like no professional takes me seriously, so I'm like, why stop caring now? The fact that I even got this far just without any industry help, like creatively, without any like really real industry ties. That's cool. I want to hide the border. Okay, this looks good. Hey, this kind of works, actually. It doesn't have the flavor yet. The colors I want, but everything is it's getting there. It's getting there. I'm really taking note of like the zigzags right here. I'm kind of mad at myself because I threw away a bunch of like video game cases that just didn't have any discs. Like that would be like more references for me. You know what I mean? But I don't even have the space for that. I live in like constant clutter. Like maybe if I had my own space, I would just start collecting I would just start collecting like DVD cases. The Falling Bread. Hi, Miss Onimus. It's been a while. No offense, but did you gain weight? Your face looks a lot more chubby than before. Oh yeah. Last time I checked, I weigh like 160. Yeah, my mom was saying the same thing too. I'm like 5'9". But I'm like, yeah, I am like, I'm like 5'9". Last time I checked, I was like 160. It's really, yeah, it's also because, I just gotta tell my mom, like, just stop eating takeout. It's just literally that. But I really, oh shoot, what the heck?
The Falling Bread 50K just subscribed on YouTube.
Awesome, thanks for subscribing. My face does look a little bit more chubby. I've been looking at like pictures of myself, like I remember my mom told me that I was looking at pictures of myself like years ago, like a year or 2 years ago. But you notice, like, when was the last time you looked at my face? Actually, I'll look at it. I'll probably go back to like way earlier. I'll look at way earlier and compare and contrast. Cause I have gained a little bit of weight just this year, maybe February or March. Really? Or April. Okay, let me see if I can go back to an earlier time. If I go live. April. Let's go earlier this year. Hmm. Yeah, I guess. I don't really weigh myself a lot more. A lot. And also, fun fact, your stream just slid into my FYP. You're getting famous there, bud. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I did look a little bit slimmer. A little bit more pudgy. Yeah, what's going on? I don't know. Hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna see what happens if I just, like, absolutely just stop getting takeout from my mom. And just stop doing that, because that's affecting... That's probably not doing any favors for my health. But yeah. Yeah, surely. Yeah, also, yeah, like I checked because I was like, anyway, how's life, dude? Oh yeah, not feeling life's it's going. I feel stuck still. And also that probably doesn't help help me. I should get probably get back on like the walks and whatnot. Literally it's just been tough. Stuck why? It's like things just haven't really been going as well as I wanted them to go. You know? Like it's like that one, like the idea of a 5-year plan. My 5-year plan was at least make a reoccurring revenue online, but that's just not happening. That is just like a recurring revenue that pays for my rent and whatnot. And that's just not happening. And I've been at it for like a couple of years, and I'm just kind of I've been stuck. Not only that, but I really felt like I was like going through a depression for the past like couple of months. Like, and the only reason why I would draw was because I just was just taking commissions, and I don't think I was like yeah, I usually don't exercise outside of like walking every day. So it was just, and also I just really don't feel like, for a while I just didn't feel like doing anything because I didn't really see a point of doing anything. So that's why I was like stuck and like kind of lost about like what to do for a bit. And it really just, for me, it just kind of came around with like money in general. Like, I am stuck, step bro, or like stuck, stuck. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. Uh, what does that even mean? Mm. Damn, dude. Okay. Okay, I have an idea of what that means. Uh, okay. I don't know. Yeah, now I'm looking at like my live streams, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I have been getting lighter. Anyway, what's your plans on career? Care to share? Right now, I'm just trying to get in through nepotism. Getting like just get into writing for like TV shows, and like my plan of doing that is just contacting showrunners or writers, making spec scripts for them, showing it to them. Like that's the idea, general idea, you know? The general idea. But anything serious? No. Like I'm still doing this because I was at a point where I need to just make stuff. you know, so I won't have like such self-destructive tendencies or thoughts, you know what I mean? So I'm just doing this out of like a necessity to have like my peace of mind. Like a lot of things just aren't working out. And I know like people say like, yo, just like give it 7 years, give it X, Y, and Z years. And I'm like, man, whatever. Whatever. Like right now, I'm going back out to flea and farmers markets and selling my books. And like after doing that, that gave me the energy to do this, you know, again. Just like kind of re-release it, like my stories, book 1 and 2 under a duology type deal. And yeah, I think I'm just probably gonna keep making making these comics and whatnot. Anything grand? Yeah, I wish, I really wish that I was able to like make something, not make something, but be in a place, a better place to like share things, you know. Honestly, the time where that Nero guy and that gambler dude was chatting in your live stream was fun. Time of the month, if you remember. Oh yeah, I mean like when people are just in the chat, just talking, that's always fun for me. I think before, um, a large source of my grief was just me thinking that I should have been like in a better place than I am, or just comparing myself to other people. Now I don't feel like that anymore. Now I just don't compare myself to other people anymore. Now it's just, I mean, now that I have commissions like just coming in for a while, temporarily, I'm just coasting right now. I really wished like hard work would have brought me the success that I thought I would get. But it's been very depressing for me. I am like what a, I am like I want to do. I am like I want to do stuff. My freelance jobs pop around, but I know I should be releasing my stuff, but I keep postponing it. To know, not procrastinating, but to know the fear is just meh. You remember the gambler guy? Yeah, Ask of the Gambler. Yeah, I remember Ask of the Gambler. And that newer guy that gives me videos. Yeah, I remember them. That's when I was optimistic about a lot of things. I was optimistic about YouTube. I was optimistic about like like the newsletter. I was optimistic about a lot of things. Like everybody was helping me, but it just turns out that that's just not what YouTube wants. I just think that's just what That's just not what YouTube wants. It's not what it pushes out. It's not what the audience is looking for. And like coming to that conclusion, it's like it sucks, you know. And yeah, that's and like you can see why I just kind of stopped streaming. Why a lot of things just felt like there is no reason to move on. I know I can like an option was is to just make reaction content, reacting to popular things, reacting to uh yeah, just reacting to popular things. And I'm not I'm not gonna say I'm not good at it. I just hate doing it. But that did work though. You did get a lot of viewers on streams and videos. Oh yeah, reaction content. Not really. It looks like it works on the surface. It looks like it's good on the surface because the way that YouTube counts streams, like the reason why I do this vertically is because it gets pushed out. This video gets pushed out to more people if I'm vertical than if I do it on like the horizontal streams. Because right now, what YouTube's doing, well, what they've been doing, is pushing more vertical content than they have been their traditional horizontal content. You know? And the reason why my like vertical live streams does well is because every person that stops by, they like flip through, they see this art right here. They look at it for a second, and that second that they look at the stream, that counts as a view. Right? Maybe they stick around for like 1 to 3 seconds, that counts as a view. And then they move on. Right? So that's why like a lot of my vertical live streams, it looks like they get more views, but they really don't. The only people that are really watching the streams are the people who chat. So you have the F's in the chat, you have you, the Falling Bread, you would have Mooney, Rakan. I'm just like moving up in the chat right now. So like those counts as those are like the real watchers, the real people that stick by, that counts the that adds that what's the term, the watch hours count, right? So that's what's going on. And also, since the YouTube has they have like a new thing going on, which is what subscribers are more detrimental to your channel health. Like the more subscribe, like YouTube, I guess is like an old thing, but more bigger YouTubers are catching on to the point where the more subscribers you have, the more it will likely hurt your channel, because YouTube shows your videos to subscribers first and foremost. And if your subscribers aren't watching your videos, they're not going to show it to other people. So if you unsubscribe to somebody, you're basically helping their channel more than you're hurting them. Why don't you make another channel, make other contents? I don't make a lot. I don't make other content because I just don't like making YouTube videos. That's kind of the thing. And I've just spent I spent so much energy. I'm not gonna say time. I just spent so much energy, just like throwing things at the wall. And what I really just want to do is, just stream. I just want to work on the comics. I just want to basically do this, just like talk to people. I mean, the comics and the storytelling can be more visual to the FYP. Wait, I mean, the comics, the storytelling can be more visual. Wait, hold up. You want to be get famous, right? I don't care about fame anymore. I just want people to read the books. And I remember I was talking with Matt, and I was upset that this wasn't getting like views. And I remember him saying that I'm too worried about getting famous. And it really isn't that. If nobody knows who I am, I'm fine. I just want people to buy the books. And what sucks in like the way that the whole system is set up, I have to be famous in order for people to buy the books to or for people to buy the books. It really sucks because nobody cares about reading books anymore. At least like these kinds of books. They'll only care unless the person is famous or other people are talking about the book or somebody famous is talking about the book, you know? Yeah, actually, yes. I mean, the comic. Uh, wait, also no. Okay, I mean, the comics, the storytelling can be more visual to the FIP people if you'd get famous. So, by adding other content first. What do you mean by adding other content? More people read these types of comics more than you think, honestly. Yeah, I'm not surprised. There's a lot of people on the planet. It's just my main problem is like getting YouTube to find those people because people who read it they like it. YouTube is just doing an awful job showing it to those people. What I mean is adding more content is by making videos that gives lots of viewers that catches the eye. I wouldn't know what that looks like. Like I tried to imitate the the motion comic YouTubers, and honestly separate what separates me from them, I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Wait, give me a second. In the final. Hmm. Maybe you don't need to imitate Just do what you want, but in a way that catches people's eye. Thumbnails definitely one of the more important factors in catching the eye. Did you know that I made 50 videos? I made 50 videos. That is basically... Well, I can show it to you. I can probably like... I'll probably stream it. I don't know. What you're suggesting I have done. I made 50 videos off of like segments of my motion comics. And I got those segments from taking from like the finished motion comic, chopping them up into shorts and seeing which parts had the most viewer engagement, and then taking those parts into like the best of, and made that and like took it into the horizontal YouTube algorithm, fixed up the title, and that was just my thumbnail boot camp, right? And I did it 50 times, and only like 3 was able to reach like 4. I think it was like 3 or something. Let me look at it. Shorts. The playlist was called Best of Studio Masonus Comics. Yeah, 54. Let me check the view count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Can go back. 10%. That's not bad. One, two, three, four, 5. Like 5 had over 1,000 views. And now, and if you look at the whatchamacallit, the best of playlist, like that was me just trying, like, I was actively trying to make good thumbnails. So like every video is just like a 30-second. It's like no more than 30 seconds. Well, this might be too much work, but what about drawing a thumbnail instead of using segments and pages of the comic? Just suggestions though. Don't get mad at me, please. And that's kind of the thing. It's kind of the thing. It really just goes down to effort, right? Effort and just being one guy. And if you know me, like I've been trying so many different things, different platforms. I have not seen a person that tried as hard as me. I know this is like an arrogant thing to say, and I hate to like. I'm just saying how I feel. Nobody tried as hard as me, like by themselves, to like gain awareness for their comic. That's not really arrogant. Like no, I don't really see anybody doing as much as I did. Trying to like raise awareness, making their channel specifically about their comic and like how they make it. And I think I spent like a good year trying to do that, on top of like streaming, like a regular streaming schedule of like working on the comics. You know what I mean? I respect that. I know you're trying your best. And like it has to like get, and like there's somewhat, it has to get to a point where I'm like, this just isn't working. Like, I gotta do, it's either I gotta do something else and learn from that, or just not do YouTube at all. Like, when, and even when I'm doing it, what is, what can I even get from it? Because I wanted to do YouTube as a way for people to be like, hey, I have books. Like, you please, like, buy the books on Amazon or buy the books like on my website so you can have it like physically. Or look at me, I'm trying to do a live stream so I can get donations via live streams. And it really just comes back to the not I'm just not in the algorithm's favor. And I'm just getting tired of it. You know? So tired I go into hibernation and I eat a whole bunch of unhealthy foods. And starting to get chubby. Right? Like watching the world pass me by. Like I wish that something was like good, but then like I after trying this for so long, I just can't really see this working out unless there is like some sort of nepotism. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Like I can't force this thing to work. Like the only people that I see making this work are people that were successful doing other things and moving that success onto like comics. And they make a bag off of like whatever that was not even like related to comics. Like your Corey Kenshins or your Eric July's or what have you. And that's why I just started doing games, because I'm like hey, Hail Mary, if that does well, that'd be cool, but that's like a real shot in the dark because I'm too lazy to even clip my own stuff. And I know this is like a really like a very doomer, a very sad like part of the stream, but the problem is it's really just me on this YouTube thing. Maybe you should try to look at the new point of view. I respect your decision, but no offense, with a lot of respect, comics are fine, but they're not that famous anymore. A lot more people prefer manga nowadays. I mean, I swap. I swap when it comes to like saying what it is. I say comics because like I'm American, and whatever people look at this, they say like, oh, this is manga, and I'm like, yeah, this is manga. But like comics and manga, I use that term interchangeably. Really, really, people buy lots of books, and mostly of them are mangas. I know. I really just should have just. I want. I feel like a. Yeah, you're right. Wait, hold up. What I meant is like is those books that are animes and such. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, right. Oh, okay. You're talking about like real manga. Like everybody buys like real manga. Nobody buys like whatchamacallit. Well, nobody buys like a comics, which is fine. I get you. You don't think? No, everybody reads manga. It's just it's like the thing to do now. Manga and webtoons and all of the sort. Give me a sec. Okay. You're gifted in the talent of drawing. Do you think that opportunity with your to open yourself to new stuff? What do you mean? Oh yeah, and thank you. Yeah, I mean, I've done video editing, a little bit of voice acting, project management, illustrating, coloring, graphic design, web design, uh, e-commerce, marketing. Like advertising. More things that I can count on my hands. The things that I've tried. And I'm like, what am I missing? Literally, what am I missing? And when I try to go to like different networking events, everybody, like, not everybody. I remember when I went to DreamCon, like that just made me just hate a lot of things that's happening nowadays in terms of like media. That just DreamCon just made me bitter. It just like even there were goods and bads of DreamCon because like the people there they were nice. Like the average people there are nice. They're cool, but like the people with connections they just made me bitter. Well, no events, dude, but full respect. I just know the thing that you're missing. It's definitely trend. What most people prefer nowadays, it's like they prefer to read or buy. It's definitely trend. What people prefer nowadays and what they prefer to read or buy. Yeah, I just don't know how to like hop on trends. Actually, I guess a way to hop on trends is to make the what? Make YouTube videos about current people, places, or things, and make the I am vertical, no. Yes, I do see you being vertical. Dude, what the hell? Sucks. Okay. Yeah. If I was consistent about like chasing trends, that'd be I'd probably be in a better place position. I know you animate before. Animating would be so much better, honestly. Like, think about it. Here's the thing, right? For the past couple of years, I think I'm good on suggestions. What like I can suggest things to the sun till the cows come home, right? The way that my mind works, whatever you're saying, my mind works like that in 10 times speed. The reason why I say that I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, is because everything that you've said, I've done it before. I've animated. The reason why I do comics is because I animated because I was good at animating. You know I'm good at animating. But the reason why I stopped is because I didn't get attention from doing that. And plus, what I wanted to do, I could not integrate animation to do it because animation takes a really long time and no payback. No payback to doing that. I could like animate Mr. Beast all day. I could animate like whatever like Zoomer, like Roblox, TikTok, like nonsense all day. I could do that, but I won't. That's just not what I am able to do for some reason. The same reason why I'm not putting down everything and just getting a 9 to 5 job. I have done everything that you have suggested before. The reason why I'm so stuck is because I've seen the downfall. I've seen why all these things don't work. And I am upset because when I hear these ideas reverberate back to me, it's saying trying, hey, have you tried it again? It's like telling me like, have you tried it again? Which I respond, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. I've tried a lot of things, and a lot of things don't work. And the only thing that I have not tried is what I cannot is something that I really cannot do on my own. And that doing one thing that I can't do on my own is getting some sort of sponsor, some sort of leverage, some sort of call out by someone way bigger than me, someone that I can make literal not just deals with, but like content with a group. That's the only thing the I say only as like a extreme. That is like the main thing that I noticed that I have been unable to do is to do anything within a group setting, be in a conglomerate. So other like and it's very annoying. It's just very annoying. Like it sounds like I'm throwing all of your ideas out the window, but I'm throwing them out the window because I've done them already. Then why don't you find a group though, low key? It's not easy for me. I guess it's not easy for me. I guess the last group I tried to join, they kicked me out because they didn't like my ideas. Well, actually, 3 times I did that. Internet groups. I get kicked out of every internet group that I join. Either kicked out or I leave because nobody is serious. And when I try to connect with people who are serious, I get ignored. So, sounds easier said than done. What's your ideas though? My ideas usually doesn't matter. I don't think that matters. If those people are not serious, why does it matter if they like my ideas? If they're not serious in the long run. Let's go with this idea. Let's go with this example. I tried joining this one guy's Discord server. He was all about making manga, and I say this weird idea that hey, it would be a good idea if we had a newsletter, right? Well, if they were serious, what would be your ideas? Okay, let's say I say, hey guys, let's have a newsletter, and they said like, no, nobody likes newsletters, and I'm like, okay, but it would be a good idea to have everybody's email because everybody's that's online. They have an email. If we have their email, we have control over our audience. Well, that's just basic marketing, right? But I remember from several ideas like that, just giving out like basic marketing ideas. People thought that I was just for the money. Oh yeah, and like monetizing off of the emails. People thought I people they weren't serious because they thought that I was all about the money and not all about like increasing the art. They made fun of me because I was working at on 4 comics at the same time. They were making like they were not serious, not as a way of wanting to grow as individual, like wanting to like not grow as individuals, grow as in increase in learning the craft and being a good entrepreneur with their comics. They just wanted to follow whichever leader was in that group. And that was lame. It was just very lame. So I guess it really doesn't matter in that sense. So yeah, it sucks. Like find a group. Like find a group. That's like saying, yeah. Like I said, I've tried. Trust me. At least to the best of my abilities. To the best of my abilities. And I always come to this exact same thing with being online. Everybody says like this is Mason, you're really good, you're really talented. If only you would do X, Y, and Z, and the X, Y, and Z are things that I've done before. Maybe you should try that. And I'm like, yeah, I've tried a lot of things. So much more than the people that I've seen. But the people that I've seen, they do one thing. Well, actually, no. Actually, no, I won't say that. I've just done a lot of things. And none of them resulted in. Well, the one thing that resulted in sales of a book was on Chimera Island, but that was just because like one person that was voice acting a character liked the story and he just bought two. Dude, just be honest with you, and please don't get frustrated. I'm gonna try animating one more time. Animation catches the eye more. Maybe you get a good group, an animation group. Maybe. Because almost in like every for your page, animations dominate. Yeah. Yeah. You try asking your future viewers questions and they answer the same. Which often gets their FYP animations, comics, or even motion comics. Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong about it. This era, the lists are like this. Okay. Probably just a third. The third is manga. Like, third is manga. It's mostly animes since they're popular books sales these days. I don't really want. I just want book sales. That's just really what I want. I honestly just want. I honestly just want. I just want book sales. I don't want views. I don't care about views. I don't get paid off of views. I just want book sales. Cause like what I'm thinking about right now, it's I want to imitate people. I don't want to imitate people that gets views. I want to imitate people that gets book sales. That's literally it. And that's one of the things that's like kind of holding me back from like taking that seriously. Book sales exactly. One of the most popular book sales is mostly from animes from famous animation. I mean, you're that's like a chicken and egg situation. Like manga and anime, they mangas get anime because the manga made a lot of money, and they make the anime to promote the manga, so the manga will make more money. That's a, you're making the you're getting that confused for why. If you want to use the Japanese method, everything starts off with the Shonen Jump magazine or like a monthly like a weekly magazine where people just draw like a chapter every week and they put it on that magazine. And if they don't get if their series isn't a hit within the first 10 chapters or less, they're gonna get axed, right? So we only see like the best of the best making absolute like volumes, and we only get them. And when they already do good within the monthly magazine, they turn them into volumes, and they sell the volumes for like more than what you get from the Shonen Jump. And when you make enough money from making selling the volumes, that's when you get an anime. And when you get the anime, that is exposing the manga to more people. So thinking that if I make an anime off of these comics, that I'll get more sales, maybe, but that's not a smart use of my time. That's not a smart use of my energy. But since it is just like you and you alone, why don't you just start from animation? Because animation takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and no surefire or and no what they call it, no real return on investment. I will not guarantee just like me trying to go to a bank to give to for them to give me $10,000. They're not going to give me $10,000 just because I have a book or so. They're gonna because the return they won't trust me to have that return on investment because not a lot of people are already buying the book. If people bought the book, if people bought the books enough times, then it would make sense for me to make an animation because I would know that there is an audience for it. That there's an audience who will look at the animation, they will share it to their friends, and they will buy more, and they will buy the books, more books. That's why, like manga isn't, manga and animation. The animation isn't like free advertising, right? Nobody makes anime out of like the love of their hearts. They make it for profit. They make it to advertise books that are very cheap to make, but they can sell at a premium. If I can't even sell the basic thing, the most basic part of the business model, it would make no sense to make an animation off of it. That's why it's very funny when I see like independent comic creators who aren't really making bank. If Corey Kenshin made like a manga, an anime from like the monsters we make, that would make sense. Eric July making an animation off of like his ISOM whatever, that would make sense because those made like millions of dollars, right? But I remember watching a what they call it. I remember watching a white manga video saying that his company, Saturday AM, they were in talks of making an anime off of Apple Black. But unless he was able to make a certain amount of like sell a certain amount of units, they weren't going to make the manga. And that certain amount of units makes so much sense because that tells the animation industry, that tells like the animation company that they are going to make their money back. If I spent a whole bunch of time and effort into animation, I'm not going to make that money. I'm not going to make that time. I'm not going to make that return of investment. Making a manga out of like nothing, that is a lot of time and no return of investment, no guarantee return of investment because I don't have a market for it. Book sales exactly. One of the most popular. Okay, yeah. There's like there's layers to it. Like the manga has to be successful for there to be a surefire way, an understanding that this will make it's that this will make have a good return of investment. Right now, I don't want to make an animation because there is no return of investment. Yeah, I can see other people making like a lot of views off of like animations on their YouTube why like a for you page. But if you also look at the payouts of YouTube Shorts, it's not a lot. YouTube pays their creators pennies, and if you look at how any YouTuber makes their money, is through like not advertising, it's through sponsorships, and their sponsorships are getting wise enough to know that they're going to ask you metrics in the back, like not in the back. They're gonna ask you metrics behind the closed doors, so they'll know if they're gonna make the right investment of using you as a sponsor. I understand exactly, but I've never seen Stickman animations though. But ever seen Stickman animations? Oh wait, Stickman animations though. I know that sounds. bias, but taking these stick animations as a example, they get famous a lot. Why don't you like take that way? Oh, you mean the epic stick fights? Just no. I'm just not interested in doing stick fights. I would drop that, honestly. The reason, like, yeah, can't you do it though? I would do that. Now I don't know if even if I would do that if I would got paid. I'm just not interested. That's kind of it. Okay, wait. Let me give you one good example. The Philippines, there are the Philippine animators that start from poor. Like, they literally just start from scratch. I'm Filipino, and I know some animators who slowly grew up from being the poorest to one of the most successful animator with good income. Yeah, I was kind of with that mindset, right? Why can't I do something that people find value in, people think is cool, and turn that into something that's successful? Because there are people who makes a living off of making like web manga, right? So take the idea. How about you take the idea of stick animations and put it into like web manga? There are people who made stories online and they're able to make money off of doing that. So instead of completely like pivoting my time and energy to doing something that I'm not really that I am not remotely doing, how about I do it to something that is in my field, which is literature, illustration, like manga or comics, right? It really doesn't make sense. Oh wait, sorry. I was just about to say it again, but I'm not saying you do segment animation. All I'm trying to say is I'm trying to do imitate what works. And on YouTube, nothing is working because I'm not talking about popular people, places, or things. I'm not really consistent about it, and I just don't really have the passion for it. So that's where the buck stops for me. And I have to realize that YouTube just isn't a place for me. Like taking YouTube seriously. I mean, I think this is it. I think this is all. This is all the things that I really need to put in. I was gonna add the drop shadows. Oh, I've been rapping enough. Literally, unless you can get me connected with somebody that can, unless anybody can get me connected with somebody that really wants to elevate my career forward, then I've done way more than what any individual can imagine. That's just how I see it. That's not really the point though. All right, I'll give you this and figure it out. dude, but trust me when I tell you, if you get what I mean, you know exactly how good the idea is. But now, well, for now, I gotta take my leave. Yeah, I gotta end the stream. I gotta go on a walk. Good luck on your career. All right, Falling Bread. Thanks.